for since the beginning of the year. This is their first full show, and we call it a lab show, which means the laboratory show, which means practice. And the reason we haven't performed it in the auditorium is because a lot of things go into that. Training the actors to project in that giant auditorium, plus training tech crew, because we would want all the students to be involved in the show, for instance, lights and box office and things like that. And we just aren't to the point yet of getting all those kids trained for those things. So when we actually do a full-length show in the auditorium, we want it to be full costume, full set, and have them participate. So that's why we're doing this first lab show in the classroom. It's an old-fashioned melodrama called The Wild Flowering of Chastity, or Chaste across the stage. And we have a hero and a heroine and a villain and her family. Feel free to boo at the villain, cheer at the hero, and whistle at the sexy girls. And I hope you enjoy it.
Although I have dyed my egg even more gaily than usual, we, nevertheless, to be sure, that is, so to speak, have no money. No money? My. bullied because we are pure, humble, and innocent. Not to mention white, Anglo-Saxon, and Protestant. The powers above will bless us all our lives. This morning, for instance, they furnished both sunshine and birdies.
Well, we may have sunshine just now, child, but I hear thunder in the offing.
Thunder? Nonsense, dear Auntie. That's just a knock at our humble door. Who can it be?
Kindly old Henry Homer never knocked so early.
Nor so loudly.
And kindly young Terence Tulip, your intended, never knocks at all. Just bursts in like a breath of fresh air.
Goodness, Auntie. Must you tease me so about giggle, dear Terence? But who's at the door? Who can it be? Where lies the answer?
The answer, dear child, may well lie outside the door.
I have an idea. What if I were to fly like the wind to the door and gasp? Open it.
Do as you think best, child.
The plot thickens. Greetings and salutations, dear madame. Forgive my untimely intrusion. I was led to believe that an old widow lived here, not a handsome young wench, such as you.
You are too kind, dear sir.
How right she is, I can't stand being civil. Allow me to introduce myself, dear madame. Desmond Docking, at your service. At my service, I should say.
Do stop mumbling, dear sir, and tell us what brings you to our happy, albeit humble home on this sunny, albeit partly cloudy morning.
Us? Did you say dear madame? Aha, what have we here? What fair flower brings this? A flower I'll wager ripe for plucking. And what, chuckle, is your name, little girl?
I am Chastity, Wildflower.
I like your last name, my dear.
I'm a fair and innocent young maiden.
I'll leave everything to me. She makes me writhe with depraved excitement. To the point. I am prepared to offer you $500,000 for your humble home.
This shack,
Auntie!
this humble home.
None other, dear lady.
How nice. So why, dear sir, might so elegant a gentleman desire so humble a home?
'Twas just a passing wind, dear lady. 'Twas just the rustic charm of your little mountain hideaway. 'Twas just my recent discovered gold, silver, nickel, lead, plutonium, oil, and buried treasure beneath this very room. You appear to hesitate, dear madame. Would you consider 700,000?
Oh, Auntie! At last, our fortune is made. We shall be rich and wealthy forever. Forever and ever. Hallelujah! Hallelujah!
Silence, child! Don't you know that old aunties and melodramatists never sell their family homes to tall, dark strangers?
Curses, thwarted again. But wait, since the old fool won't sell, I'm free to use devious means. I love devious means. They make me feel good all over. Now to concoct the master plan of diabolical cunning.
But I must certainly thank you with all my heart.
But I must certainly get rid of you, dear battle axe, with all me.
You are truly a kindly man.
You are truly a desirable wench, and I must seize you as remorselessly as I seize your property.
Goodness, dear Auntie, I detect the feeble knock of kindly but senile old Henry Homeward.
Alas, he comes in vain for the mortgage payment. Let him in, child, lest he perish of exposure on the doorstep.
Greetings, absent. and well-manicured hound.
I dreamt I was queen of the May and my... What? Gasp! Do I detect my frail body in the arms of a man? Eek! Shout! Yell!
Henry, I have sorry news for your aged ears. Once again, we cannot meet the mortgage.
Meeting boards? Thanks, absent, but I already ate.
Meet the mortgage!
I wish you'd stop that infernal mumbling, woman.
Stand back. I have a way with a handicap. Listen, Buster. She says she can't meet the mortgage. Is that perfectly clear?
That means the mortgage, Absent. Why didn't you say so? I know times is hard, and this kindly old capitalist can afford to be lenient with widows and orphans.
I knew you'd understand, Henry.
I see now, banker. What a stroke of luck. I would enjoy, dear sir, visiting you to open an account or to settle one.
Do watch your step on that mountain path, dear Henry. The footing is treacherous.
And so is Desmond Darkacre.
Have no fear, dear girl. I'm as spry as a mountain goat.
Do let me help you up, dear sir. And soon I'll be helping you down. I'll give the old fool a few minutes head start. Then we'll have a little mountainside rendezvous. After I persuaded him to alter his will slightly in my favor, old Henry Homeward may just meet with an unfortunate accident. Dear madame, I believe I hear someone calling you from yonder room.
How strange! Who can it be? Why don't I just toddle right out and see?
Oh, well, Mr. Darkacre, we seem to be alone together in this otherwise empty room. The weather has been lovely today. Don't you agree?
This dish is so tempting that I would sing to any depths for even a single morsel. Any depth. Even proposal. My dear Miss Wildflower, although I'm by nature shy and cannot express myself fluently, I would like to beg your hand in marriage. I can offer you little other than riches, social prominence, and my own handsome person. But I must have you nevertheless, because a tiny silver bell tinkles in my heart each time you smile upon my face.
Really? A tiny silver bell? Are you kidding?
No, really, a tiny silver bell. Are you listening?
How I love all this rubbish. Yes, Mr. Darkacre, the weather has indeed been lovely.
I am deeply and sincerely in love with you, as heaven is my witness.
And yet, I fear we will have rain. How sad. For the farmers, however, what a blessing.
The young trollop is plain hard to get. I shall change my tactics. Your answer, my dear Miss Wildflower.
Oh, it hurts. It's been a dry season, although remarkably windy. I'm sorry that you must rush off, Mr. Darkacre.
Egad, she's right. Old Henry Homewood awaits me at Dead Man's Cove. Yes, we must part, my dear Miss Wildflower, but we shall meet again, and sooner than you think.
How delightfully mysterious.
Good day, Miss Wildflower.
You may call me Chastity, for short.
Chastity for short, but not for long.
What a kindly man. My woman's intuition never lies.
In every corner of the kitchen, but there's nothing there, except for several bottles of my cough syrup. I see that Mr. Darkacre has left, and kindly old Henry has left also. Chastity has such a vivid imagination. Let us have a little positive thinking.
Yes. Every cloud must have a silver lining.
When you walk through a storm, keep your head up high.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
After all, child, the sun is still shining and the birds are still singing.
True. How I love their little repetitive songs. But hark! They have stopped. Oh, goodness, Auntie, it has begun to rain.
How dreary. I do believe I'll fall asleep counting my blessings. I've been up after all for almost 2 hours.
I, too, have had a giggle strenuous morning. I shall nap on the rug until the next character makes his or her entrance. Good night. Oh. Another knock at our humble door? Surely our humble door is about to fall from its humble hinges. Good and merciful heavens, a rain-soaked girl about my age. And she carries a damp bundle of suspicious-looking blankets. Should I let her in? Surely she will drip on the rug. And I cannot ask dear Auntie for advice. I will let her in and do my good deed for the day. Please, will you not enter our humble hovel? Whoever can you be, young rain-soaked girl? She looks strangely familiar.
I dare not tell, but may the powers above bless you for allowing me to stand here dripping on your rug. She looks strangely familiar.
I am Chastity Wildflower, a fair and innocent young maiden. Yonder is my aged aunt, snoring in her favorite chair.
She too looks strangely familiar. Ah, once I too had a humble home that looked like your humble home. And an aged aunt who looked like your aged aunt. And a sweet sister who looked like you.
What a remarkable coincidence. Please, will you not sit in this humble chair? I am burning to know why she left her humble home, but I am too polite to ask.
You are no doubt burning to know why I left my humble home, but are too polite to ask.
Why did you leave your humble home?
I left my humble home and stood to the tall, dark stranger who loved me and left me.
Loved you and left you?
He left me, in fact, with the contents of his damp pile of blankets.
Is it a...
It's a baby!
Oh, gasp! How shocking! What a scandal. How degraded you must feel. What a threat you are to an innocent young girl such as I. Keep your distance. Oh, alarm! Oh, crisis! Another visitor! Surely a poor but respectable middle-class girl such as I should not be seen with, gasp, a fallen woman such as you. Quick, like the wind, into the closet.
Old Henry is homeward bound, and he was a man of noble descent. Well, the time has come to drop my mask. As the new owner of the Spring Gulch Bank, I must ask that you and that fossil yonder fork over the last 11 mortgage payments pronto, or I shall be forced to ask Sheriff Tinkwell to evict you from the premises.
Gasp! Something tells me my woman's intuition may have been fibbing this morning. Mr. Darkacre seems slightly less kindly than I'd imagined. Oh, sir, have pity
pity, the word does not occur in my deep, grave vocabulary. Only one thing you might offer me now might cause me to change my mind. Can you guess what that might be?
I cannot guess. Unhand me, villain, or I shall scream! I shall scream!
Scream away, my little Delphinium. I always loved a screaming girl.
What ho! What he? Who is it that arrives in the nick of time, faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a mighty messenger, able to lead tall Billy single down? Who else but I, Terence Trulong, comforter of the age, protector of the weak, fighting a never-ending battle for truth, justice, and the American way.
My hero! You have saved me from a dire plight.
What a splendid fellow I am. Go, villain, and never darken this doorstep again.
The young lady and I were merely having an informal chat. But since I have a pressing engagement elsewhere, I must be off. I'd like to press this meddling fool under a steamroller. Farewell. You have not laughed at the docking.
I beg your pardon?
He who laughs last catches the worm.
Oh, no.
What a nasty chap, I say.
Oh, yes, Terence.
How lucky you and I are to be so pure,
Oh, yes, Terence.
so virtuous,
Oh, yes, Terence.
so free of evil which lurk in that man's breast.
Eek! You mean Chaste, I hope? Terence is so risque.
I love her for her unstained heart and stainless still mind. Let's speak about things. We have been engaged now for 9 years. 9 years which have left me, as it were, so to speak, in essence, balanced on the brink of bliss. When, dearest Chastity, may I hope for your hand?
As soon, dearest Terence, as I can feel that you will resist forever the temptations of worldly evil, such as strong drink and wicked city women, I will become your blushing bride.
But I've abstained for 30 years from not only alcohol, but opium and other dangerous drugs. I have lived as a monk, a holy hermit.
Just keep it up, dearest Terence, until I weaken at last. But now, dearest Terence, will you kindly guard the humble home while I go and fetch today's eggie from the humble inn?
I will guard it with my life, Also, my sacred honor, my...
Terence is the sweetest things.
Aha! A fair young man. If you now a fair young man for breakfast. Your pardon, dear sir. Is this perchance the Spring Gulch Railway Depot?
How exciting. Another maiden in distress. I fear you have missed your turn to my miss. Perhaps you have missed several.
But I haven't even you, big boy. Little does he know that I once lived in this very house with a little bag in the chair. And my hoity-toity sister, Chastity.
Not only that, but you may have missed your train. What a catastrophe!
But I haven't missed you, big boy. Don't let that break you up, Romeo. You can entertain me until the next train. All about this weird mess.
How perceptive she is. To tell the truth, dear miss, Miss?
The name's Nightshade.
To tell the truth, dear Miss Lampshade, these muscles of which you speak were bestowed upon me by the powers above. As a reward for my purity of heart, regular church attendance, and membership in the Spring Gulch Athletic Club. Oh, gasp! See my muscular young eyes. See what they seem to see? Surely you would not besmirch this happy home with their cursed spirits of choke distilled liquor.
Distilled liquor? Whatever gave you that idea? Boys, he does. I'll tell him it's sarsaparilla and get him loaded on it. We're not big boys. It's merely sarsaparilla. I carry it in a soft whiskey flask only because I can't afford anything better.
How my heart goes out to this kindly underprivileged young girl. Forgive my unjust inference to Miss Lampshade.
Baiting this muscle-bound room is even more fun watching the dark, handsome stranger pursue a geezer off the cliff. I forgive you, sweetie. Have a sweet sarsaparilla.
A million thanks, dear Miss Lampshade.
Just call me Violet. And I'll call you
Terrence Trulon, for short. My, what an unusual brand of sarsaparilla to carry her dear Violet. It warms me through and through. It cries out to be drained to the dregs. What a pity he's not bringing 2 bottles of that sarsaparilla, dear Violet.
Violet. This was terrible. He drank enough of that rocket to kill a horse. And he's still on his feet. I may have a little more fun than I bargained for.
Goodness gracious! A whole series of evil yet irresistible impulses have just sprung into my pure heart. How tiresome it suddenly seems to remain true to me. One woman, but suddenly rather remain true to a half a dozen or so. My dearest little violin.
Violet.
No, my dear, you are a violin, and I shall play a little tune on you. Back, woman, yes.
No.
I'll get you finally. Yes, I will.
What a lovely eggie the hinny has laid! Oh, gruesome spectacle! Oh, pageant of horror! Oh, wretched sight for virgin orbs!
This girl at the back seems oddly familiar, but my drink so frank cannot place her.
Leave this house and never come within 500 yards of me again, Terence Falselung! Betrayer of decent womanhood, traitor to all your vows, perverter of morality. Oh, I shall swoon! I shall swoon!
She has swooned. Oh, horrible awareness. Oh, ghastly revelation. Oh, it suddenly comes back to me. I have betrayed the holy vows of my engagement. All is lost.
You know, I think this brew was going to my little sister over there.
I feel faint in the head and sick in the stomach.
Don't come near me.
You are a violent woman, Scarlet.
Violet!
Scarlet, and you have led me into the path of wickedness and damnation. I would say even more to your extent. But suddenly, I feel a need for a quick trip to the outhouse.
Either there or the outhouse. Father, you're a country boy, hit the wrong door. Oh! Well, it's not getting any louder in here, that's for sure. Everyone's all passed out as far as I can tell. But wait. Someone's coming. Tall, handsome cowboy with a big shiny badge. Howdy, mister.
Reach for the sky! Where you are!
Oh, Sheriff, honestly. It's only me, the little good-looking violet nightshade. These other folks is all passed out.
You gave me quite a turn there, Missy.
Poor Sheriff. Can I try on your big, good-looking hat?
I got business here today, Missy. I'm supposed to evict these here folks on account they ain't paid up their mortgage. Mr. Darkacre told me to.
Mr. Who?
Mr. Darkacre. He's the new banker that kindly old Henry Hummer loaned us to his reward.
Is that Desmond Darkacre?
Uh-huh.
That rat! He did the one thing I can never forgive him for.
What's that, Missy? Did he take liberties with you?
No! He ignored me completely from the moment we met.
Ignored you?
Completely. Nobody gets away with ignoring Violet Nightshade. Desmond Darkacre wants my family evicted. I'll fight him all the way. Sheriff, baby, you wouldn't want to make me cry, but you're not innocent woman into the cold and cold world. You wouldn't want to do that. Would you?
Well, I hate to evict women and children, all right, but the law is the law. And it's been a slow week downtown.
But, Sheriff,
Where do you think I should read this here notice? Over here by the door? Or would I get a better effect if I stood over here by the window? By the powers invested in me by the authorities of this here county.
aha, I get it. The old geezer falling off the cliff is Henry Homer, the banker. The dark, handsome stranger pushing him is Desmond Darkacre. That rat. If I go take Sheriff Tim, go view the mangled remains of Henry Homer, we'll have the goods on Darkacre, and they'll string him up. Why, I cheer. Meanwhile, the sheriff posed to me for my good looks and detective skills. I'm going to open little food and dance hall here in the jail. Whoopee!
Where I have formed these here terms and statutes here and set forth.
Sheriff, baby, before you read your little old note, I'd like to take you on the mountain.
A mountain walk?
And on the way, I could tell you a story of crime that just might curl up your bushy mustache.
A story of crime? Sorry, Missy. Duty called. I gotta evict these here folks, unpleasant though it may be. Actually, it might be kind of fun. Evicting women always makes me feel like a big man.
Are you sure, Sheriff? If we don't hurry, we won't be back before dark.
Well, duty just don't stop calling, Missy. Let's go, for let's not hurry.
Satisfaction will shortly be mine at last. I'm arranging for Mrs. Wildflower to meet a train. She looks as if she heard I was coming. What happened to that fool sheriff? And what am I going to do with that? Wake up, you confounded hag.
I must have dozed off for a moment. Why, it's growing dark already. Who's here? Why, it's Mr. Darkacre. Once again, welcome, dear sir.
Silence, idiot. I'm no friend of yours. I've just evicted you from the shack, and I'm about to tie your knees to the rails in the path of the Sundown Express.
Oh, I do love people with a sense of humor. The Sundown Express. Ha, ha, ha.
Get out of here. Beat it. Scram!
Can I fix you a nice cup of tea, Mr. Darkacre?
my room now that I've realigned the tracks a little. But how do I get rid of this infernal lamp? There are times when a man wants to be alone with his girl.
Now, I wonder what happened to Chastity.
Oh, why, I believe I hear her calling you from yonder closet, madame.
How intriguing. Why don't I just step right in and see?
Wake up, my little lotus blossom. Time to bloom once more before the season ends. Oh, ha, ha, ha.
What kindly words are these that waft me from my swoon?
As soon the grim reaper will mow down all the flowers. Mwah! Ha, 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 ha. Now, might I persuade you to make yourself comfortable on these rails?
What is the meaning of these tracks in the living room? Why do I hear that train whistle? Why do you show such a lack of good manners as you bind me to these rails? My woman's intuition suddenly tells me all is not well.
Sorry to hear you've been feeling run down lately.
Oh, shriek, scream, shout, yell, plead for mercy, squeal like a stuffed pig. No, on second thought, if I must die alone and frivolous beneath the wheels of the Sundown Express, I shall die in silence.
Good, then I can kiss you goodbye. You haven't found her yet, dear auntie, but you're on the right track. You're on the right track. Well, ladies, the family that lies together dies together.
Oh, I have heard all from my vantage point in yonder stinking closet. It is I, Melody Beaufils, long-lost sister of Chastity Wildflower, and I shall save my family from your bloody designs.
How?
The powers above will give me strength, and I shall long last claim your hand in marriage, you do, for I recognize you as a man who loves me and left me with his damp pile of wrinkles.
You've got to be mistaken, lady.
Quite a little different. No, sir, there was no mistake.
Curses discovered. So you think you saved the family by shackling me into unholy matrimony, eh? Or maybe you'd rather join her while she waits her train. Well, ladies, it's been a real pleasure. All tied up tonight.
What a headache I have. How did the outhouse end up in the closet? What's going on here? I don't remember any tracks being brought into this house. There seems to be a train heading for this room.
That milling fool upsets all my plans.
Terrence Trulon swings into action. Now, where are my gloves?
Stand back, you puppy. Come on, ladies. Up you go.
What's the meaning of this, Terrence?
It goes like this.
The Sundown Express runs on time.
Thank heavens the kitchen door was open.
Oh, yes, you will. I saw you murder Penny Homework, and I'll see you strung up for it.
Hello? Howdy, folks.
It's the mangled remains of dear old Henry!
Yep, Addison.
I can marry this villain after all, since he's not a murderer. And he can start washing the dishes tomorrow.
And I can marry Sheriff Timpa. We can have a little flute and dance off behind the gym.
And I can marry Terence Trulung, whom I shall forgive from all his trespasses. He has saved me from a horrible, although interesting fate. But we must wait a few more years, darling, to make sure you have truly reformed.
And I can marry Henry Homeward, solve the mortgage payments, stock up on cough syrup, and hang on to this old geezer real tight on the mountain path.
Curse it, this looks like one of those corny happy endings I can't stand.
Come on, villain. By the time I'm finished with you, your name's going to be Desmond Domestic.
Love and happy has always been my motto, Melody.
You'll never have to worry about mortgage payments again, Ashton.
That's been my plan all along, Henry.
Now, Sheriff, about the little flute and dance hall. Let's not disclose that right now, Missy. Let's go on another one of those little mountain walls.
Please, Chastity. I don't want to wait 2 more years to start our crop of little wildflowers and little Trulungs.
Oh, Terence, how sweet. Little Trulung, little wildflower. But you must be patient, dearest Terence. Good things come to he who waits.